Governance must help in innovating at speed. It should not put brakes on AI innovation in any company, and that theme is coming out very clearly. Governance must build trust between the different functions of the organizations, the business and IT. Governance must bring trust between humans and machine deployment in actual production, and it should bring trust with the regulators as well in terms of making sure that you're a compliant organization. It's coming out very clearly from our survey that the governance is not, or governance capabilities in the companies are not keeping pace with the evolution of technology and AI. And this should be the focus for the next 3 years for all enterprises that want to drive higher value from AI investments. A lot of work has been done there. I have Tom Johnstone with me, who's done a lot of work in this space as well. And Tom, just wanted to ask you, what are the considerations that a company should be taking to ensure that they stay ahead in terms of building their governance capabilities with the same speed as they're building and investing in AI tools and products?
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful question, and every organization should be considering it. Speed and trust are paramount. So how do you build an organization that innovates at speed and maintains a high level of trust and security with their data? A couple things we need to pay attention to. One is the operating model. What are the end-to-end processes that we need to put in place in order to make sure that data is protected, governed, not shared, and not made publicly available? Two, second part of the operating model would be, how does the business interact with IT? What's the demand management process? One of the problems that we see in this area is what we call AI glut or agent glut. People are building agents everywhere. They build agents on SAP or ServiceNow or Salesforce. We need a prioritized process to be put in place where we're building AI capabilities according to their business value. Another really important component is to make sure that we have the technology architecture in place that locks down the data within an organization to make absolutely sure that any proprietary IP cannot be shared outside of the organization. I think if you get those components right, you can govern AI, an AI process that moves fast, but provides that appropriate level of trust and protection of your data.
And this is a great point, move fast, and because that's what is needed. And I think that can only be possible when the business gets hugely involved, and you need a multidisciplinary team to understand not only technology, but the implication of this technology and how this actually embeds your own organization's policies and values.
Yeah, totally agree. Now, we recently did a project around this for a large manufacturing engineering company. This company is very special. They're growing really fast because the products that they engineer are necessary to build out data centers. We all know that there's a lot of data centers being built out here. And their competitive moat is quite large, but their competitors are nipping at their heels. They're always trying to advance their IP to infringe upon this company's competitive advantage. And quite frankly, some of their competitors are trying to steal IP. So this company is very sensitive about how they're using tools like OpenAI and Anthropic Claude, because they want to make sure that proprietary engineering designs and algorithms aren't shared in public models. They very astutely established an AI organization that was responsible for governing all of the AI activity within the organization. And they asked Genpact to help set up an AI governance model and guide them on how to develop this organization. We started with the operating model. First with supply demand, because the business was under tremendous pressure from the CEO to explore ways in which their function could take advantage of AI. And they were starting to do these projects on the side. It was almost like they were developing shadow IT organizations. So we put in an operating model inclusive of demand and supply management, where the business knew that they had to go through the AI value committee in order to get their project approved. We put in place all of the processes around that supply and demand management, including those security processes that I talked about earlier, and advised them on the technology architecture. The result of that is this organization was able, in the past year, since they've established this AI governance organization and committee to instantiate 9 different AI projects across functions like supply chain, sales, manufacturing, that have resulted in about $350 million of value captured. Maybe as importantly or more importantly, they've had no security incidents with their data. So no instances where their data was shared publicly, and they're highly secure, highly protected, highly governed. And now they're just getting started, right? Now they're really starting to move at the speed of light, and they have 18 initiatives planned for 2026 that'll drive even more value for the organization.
Now, I like the example. I like the example of safety, and safety can only come once you have governance at every part of the organization, and hopefully not only centrally governed, but it should be federated in terms of how it comes together.
That's right.